That's cool. Welcome back to the Whiskey Edition. My name is Rob, and tonight we're going to have a real quick drink through of a very special, well, I don't know if it's that special, special to me whiskey from far away. And the reason for it is I did a thing. I think that's a thing on the Advance Car Club or whatever, another group I'm in. And that is they usually post a picture of a car or something and they say, I did a thing. Well, today I did a thing, and by the background here you can see some of the things, balloons and poster boards, and this display that my coworkers gave me for my retirement. So I did about 32 and a half years or so. Some paperwork says 33, most says 32, it's about 32 and a half. And so when this was coming up, I did a little searching around and I was able to find a bottle at Total Wine that was 32 years old. And I thought, well, I gotta have that. And it was a major hassle. And you saw it if you looked at one of my other stupid videos. I did the fall haul, and in the fall haul was a 32-year-old bottle of Dewar's double something. It's a blend, and they have a special process. I'll read the back of the box. Kind of let everybody know how it got to 32 years. And you know, I was thinking, you know, I'm not into the high, well, that's not true because I spent a lot of money on stupid stuff, but it was like $160 for a 32 year, and you're thinking, well, that's not a bad price. Well, that's for a 375. They don't even make a 700 or 750 or whatever the volume is these days over there. So it's close to being one of my more expensive bottles, but I think for this occasion, I think that was okay. And I was going to do this a little bit earlier, but when I got all this stuff, I was at a barbecue place and I noticed on their screen that they had a Russell pick that they were offering. I thought, well, I'm at the barbecue place, Jack's. I'll have Jack's Russell pick, and they didn't have it. And so I was like, okay. And then she put the list down in front of me, and I immediately go over to the top shelf side, and I'm thinking, well, that's going to be a lot. Well, one, I wasn't paying. I was getting paid for it because it was my party. But, you know, you get to a point where you're like, yeah, that's too much. And I'll post somewhere around here the photo of the top shelf, and well, the whole list. But in the top shelf section, they were $33 to $50 for a pour of George T. Stagg, William LaRue Weller, Parker Weller CFDB CBDOB or whatever, which I've never seen. They had Thomas Handy, and they had another one on the list. So I went and looked at the shelf that they had them all up, and I couldn't believe it. And so I've had the George T. Stagg. That's fantastic. And so I picked the William LaRue Weller for my retirement drink at lunch. And then I went to Costco and walked it off, you know, that sort of thing. But I wanted to wait till the evening to have, you know, kind of my final pour of the day of a, you know, 32-year-old drink, because I spent 32 years at the company, and you know, I thought it was fitting. So sometimes the number thing, it just kind of works out for me that way. So back behind me here, I've got this thing. I'll do a close-up of that, it'll be a lot cooler. And then I've got a bunch of whiskeys that you can kind of see how from Dan and Julie Like, how they did their thing with their thousands of bottles. You know, they told them up to how they spelled everything out. And at the end is the D, retired. So let's grab that. Read the back of the box and hopefully not destroy it opening it, but here, oh, it actually focused. What a deal. So let's see what it says. I'll read it off real quick. Dewar's Double Aged, a unique 4-stage process. Stage 1, single-grained whiskeys aged in oak casks are then dumped into Stage 2, grain whiskeys blended and aged in oak casks. Stage 3, grain and malt whiskeys blended and aged in oak casks. And Stage 4, the meticulously blended whiskey is finally aged in sherry casks for ultimate smoothness. Inspired by a process created in 1901 by A.J. Cameron, Dewar's first master blender, 1890 to 1928. So it's probably more, double aged, so times 4, 4. And the total comes out to 32 years. Look at the front of the box here. And there's the 32. And it looks like a pretty good sized bottle, but it's, well, when we get it out of the box, I'll put it up next to another 750 and we can see. So this is truly an unboxing, because here's the pull tab here. And is there one on that side? No, maybe not. Oh yeah, there's one on that side. Unlike the other one I opened, that one's a big mess. Yeah, the Dark Arts wasn't even sealed, so got that going for me. Ugh, what a mess. There we go. Let's see, is there one on the bottom? Doesn't look like it. Come on. Ah, look at that. Okay, there we go. This is a nice presentation. Put that here, I guess. And the box makes it look a lot bigger than it really is. Here, I'll put what's the biggest bottle I've got back here? Here's I'll put this Russell next to it. That'll be good. So there's a Russell next to the Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey of 32 years. Russell 10. Yep, it's definitely one of these days I'm going to do just, this bottle looks bigger, but it's the same, and do like a pour thing or something. But for now, you can kind of see that it's definitely bigger than this Dewar's 375. Put that back so I don't miss my spelling up. All right, let's crack this open. Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey, double, aged for ultimate smoothness, 32 years. So it says it right on there, 32 years. So technically I was at my company for 32 and a half or whatever, but this will be just fine. Crack. Let's see how it sounds on the cork. Oh, that's a nice cork pop. I'm not going to do the neck. Obviously, well, there's not much in the neck, so it's not really a neck pour, but we'll have. I'm not, and I thought I'd do a Russo pour if you've seen the Russo pour, but maybe not on this one. Not today, especially after having a WLW for lunch. I should pour it on the back side so I don't mess up the label. There we go. Now, in the same video that Fred Minnick did the review of the Dark Arts, which he thought was not great, and I did my cheesy review, I think in my last video, he also did, ironically, this. So I don't know what was the impetus behind doing both of those at the same time 2 years ago, but I'll wait. I'll see how this goes for me. 32 years. Let it open up a bit. Smells smooth. That smells good. Of course, I don't know if I have any smelling notes to put with it. It's pretty bad when one nostril is worse than the other. I'm getting just barbecue because that's what I had for lunch. Brisket. God, that brisket was good. Let's just have a sip. That's pretty good. Smooth. Wish I could figure these tasting notes out on the fly. But it is smooth. You can definitely taste the sherry on the back end. It's got some heat to it, but not too bad, really. 46% alcohol, so what is that? 92 proof. So it's a lot smoother going down than the WLW. I think when I put it up there, it was at 126 proof or something. It was hot, but it was pretty good. This has a lasting finish on it. Hopefully, like my lasting memories at my company, though, by tomorrow they'll have probably forgotten about me, so that's okay. So let's have another sip. A little bit more. It's good. I think I got a little bit of the wood. You know, it's been cast 4 times, doubled. So I got a little bit of that, but I'm definitely getting the sherry finish on the backside. Make sure that's right. Yeah, sherry cast. So definitely getting that. A little bit of the oak. But it's nothing harsh. And it's definitely not, you know, really ethanol forward at all. It's all flavor. And it's pretty smooth, has a little kick to it, which is nice. But I'll be keeping this in the hopper for when I want to do a reminiscing, maybe with some other folks that come over for post-retirement get together. Say, well, let's have a little 32, and you know, these days it's tough to do that. So glad I got it, even though if it was a little bit more expensive, though I've said in a previous video, it'd be kind of nice if a lot more came in the smaller bottles, maybe not at the double the price point or whatever, but so you could, one, have more room on the shelf, but you could also, you know, if you didn't like something too much, you could not be so bummed out about, you know, how much it cost and how much it's kind of just sitting there, not doing much. So. Good. If you can find a taste of it, I highly recommend it. That sherry on the back end, I can really get the wood out of it. It almost has like picking up a little bit of a peanut taste or something. I don't know if that's Dewar's. And so my thing is more kind of a side-by-side. So I'll get a younger Dewar's blended and put it up against this to kind of see which one tastes better. That's kind of what I prefer to do, but I did want to get this one out there because I wanted to crack this tonight and give it a little explanation and a little cheers to me for putting 32 years in at one company, which is virtually unheard of anymore these days. So with that, like I always say, pour an extra glass, which I don't have here, because you never know who's going to stop by, and when they do stop by, we'll have extra glasses for everybody. And thank you for stopping by. Happy retirement. Hi, bud. Oh, he doesn't like that.